First of all, I want everyone to know I recorded this episode originally in summer of 2015. This was right before Richard Reedy, who was the founder of the Kemetic Reconstruction Temple in San Jose, passed away in November. This episode, we're kind of talking about some opinions expressed by the website of the Kemetic Temple in San Jose and the book that Richard Reedy wrote. But this is meant in a spirit of continuing, discourse and discussion, and not meant in any way negatively. So I just wanted to clarify. With that said, on to the episode. Bini, hello, and welcome to the Kemetic How-To Guide for Egyptian Pagan and Kemetic practitioners. I'm your host, Sharon. Offerings are a frequent topic. I get a lot of questions about that. Recently, I read an article on the website kemetictemple.org that talked about historically themed offerings. First, I have to say that I like the website very much. It's a much friendlier tone than the book, Eternal Egypt, which is by the same people. Some people, I guess, just convey better in different media. The book, the author of whom is part of the Kemetic Temple, that book kind of irked me, but the articles on the website are a great read, and I actually recommend those. So if you get a chance to look at kemetictemple.org, there's a lot of neat things that you can learn. And now the article on offerings explained that modern foods like candy are full of additives and fake ingredients, which not only are unhealthy, but are not a respectful offering. And they believe that every offering that you make should have some kind of a spiritual meaning to it. Now, I can understand the point, and certainly the contention about healthy foods. I agree with that. But I do want to make an exception for organic chocolate because, one, you can read all the ingredients in one sentence on an organic chocolate bar. Two, real chocolate does have some health benefits if you eat it in moderation. 3, the main ingredient in chocolate, cacao, was a divine offering for the Mayans and the Aztecs. And lastly, since we're in the New World, that would be an appropriate offering. Now, I have to say this. Once you eat real organic chocolate, chances are you won't go back to Hershey bars. But to make a really meaningful offering, look a step further for fair trade certified chocolate. Now, if you go to the website fairtrade.org, it is a real eye-opener. I knew that fair trade partners make sure that the growers who grow cacao get paid a fair price for the product instead of being undersold. But I did not know that. For one, children and workers at non-fair trade farms cannot leave their farms to go to school. Many of the workers at these farms are victims of human trafficking, and most of them have never even tasted chocolate because they can't afford it. Can you imagine growing this stuff your whole life and never tasting it? Hell, can you imagine growing your whole life and never tasting chocolate, period? So, the sad thing is, Hershey and Mars companies refuse to sign the fair trade agreements. They insist that there's no problem with their suppliers, and they have voluntary regulations on those. We know how well voluntary regulations get, followed. Starbucks is similarly dodging the issue on fair trade ingredients. So, unfortunately, those are, some of your big suppliers. But, after reading some of that, I can tell you, I have not eaten a whole lot of, Hershey or Mars products since then. Now, you will pay more for organic fair trade chocolate because, they're not undercutting the people who supply this stuff. But your money goes not only towards a superior product, but also towards making a difference. And depending on what kind of chocolate you buy, you can choose your chocolate charity. Now, I had every intention of having actual chocolate bars to show you, but chocolate never lasts long around here, so we'll just have to go with the wrappers. So, first off, you have endangered species chocolate. This one is milk chocolate with almonds, and the animal on it is a sandhill crane. When you buy endangered species chocolate, and each flavor has a different endangered animal on it. The proceeds go towards helping those particular animals. Also, we have from Theo chocolate. This is Congo coffee and cream, also milk chocolate, also known as Wake the Heck Up, because there's ground coffee in the chocolate. This one benefits the Eastern Congo Initiative, which helps farmers in the Congo and supports schools and better standard of living for them. And there you can see the bar. I think I cleaned out my local health food store of their stock of this candy bar, but you can go to easterncongo.org and learn more about their initiative and maybe even find more chocolate. Also, you have Divine Chocolate, and my husband likes the dark chocolate. What they support, and you can go to divinechocolate.com, or well, they help. Oh goodness, I'm trying to read it. Each one of these has a blurb on the back of it, and it talks about who they support and why. And what these guys support is farming families in Pakistan, and it says Mountain Fruits, which is their charity, provides much needed training and support for isolated communities and remains one of the few places to provide women paid work opportunities. And in a place like Pakistan, that's a very needed thing. So, Divine Chocolate, Theo's Eastern Congo, or excuse me, Congo Coffee and Cream, and Endangered Species Chocolate. And there's probably several more, but these are just three of the ones that I could get a hold of. But check your health food stores, or check in the organics section if you've got a really nice grocery store, something a little upscale. More and more of them are starting to have these things. So, wouldn't you want to offer something that to the gods that not only is better made, but also makes a better world? Talk about meaning and symbolic value in your offerings at that point. So that's why I say organic fair trade chocolate is a great offering to make. So, for the Kemetic How-To Guide, this is Sharon, wishing you Sanepti.